I like said, like, hey, Lucas kind of stinks, guys. And people are like, no, Buzz, you're wrong. He's high tier. And I'm like, I don't know. And then Webb's like, yeah, actually, Lucas can't win some matchups. Zero's the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I told you guys.
Yeah, it's a solid character, but you gotta accept the weaknesses where they exist, and people just don't want to. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this, because as scared I am of Ice Climbers, I also love seeing them do work.
Yeah. I mean, Ice Climbers is fun to hell to watch, like, especially in something with zero deaths. And I know Ukami especially is a zero death fiend. I have never fought Ice Climbers player and felt more like everything I get hit by is potential to kill me than Ukami. I felt like Big D, like...
Really?
So I fought like good Ice Climber players, and it's just like, bro.
That's good praise considering the way that Big D like it performs with this character. I think my biggest fear is not even so much the zero to deaths. I mean, yeah, it's extremely disgusting. It's the fact that you can't just hit Ice Climbers on shield. You're gonna get punished. So you need to be smart about how you approach and how you deal with it. Like Palutine is definitely a solid pick in being able to not have to commit to do that. But you see, like right here, didn't get the punish fast enough because like ended up getting the grab, and I don't think that he was prepared for it to be Nana, so you couldn't get the desync off to go for the hit.
Yep, that's the thing about this character. Like this character wants to land like setups for their stuff, like because it's hard to just do it quickly, and especially with Nana's AI. A lot of times, like doesn't work if you don't like land the right starters. Like if you like a grab and like a preset for the grab, or just a show grab, you might not get whatever you're looking for. So it's really weird.
Yeah,
Definitely. I legit say you could get a PhD in the same time it takes to learn Ice Climbers and Ultimate.
honestly, I'm like really. I'm liking the way that Stocktaker's kind of changed it up too, because you saw how in the first stock he was willing to commit and like go up against shield.
Yeah, just chases.
I'm gonna shut up. That was a good call from
Hey, look, zero
Okami.
death. Ready? Oh.
Don't drop it.
Oh,
That was massive. Like, it was right at the edge. You could see that the SDI was coming in, or a match out from Stocktaker to try and like back out of it. But if that was any bit closer, that was death.
Yep, just a little bit closer. I also wonder if maybe execution can be better there, but I don't know. I don't play ICs. It's hard to tell. This could be a kill though. Oh, they missed the Trump setup. You can basically cover everything though if you time that right. On teleport characters who can't like challenge you going for the Trump.
It's so disgusting because you try to get the ledge and then you get forced into what's it? Up smash or forward smash at the ledge after that?
Forward smash I think is better there.
Yeah, so it's just like you have to potentially preemptively buffer roll, and that's so bad because once you get put in that position, then Ukami's just gonna stand there.
Yep. And like, you know, I'll say Sokka's very lucky he hasn't been caught by any of this nonsense yet. But with a best of 5, at some point, Sokka's just gonna lose a game to get caught by this nonsense and just being like, bro. And like, there are no Ice Climber players on Long Island as far as I know. It's just
actually there is one. I don't, great guy, but not to the level of Okami. But I know that there's one that also plays Pit. I cannot remember his name for the life of me right now.
Okay.
But
I've been to Long Island a bit, so I can see it change.
Unfortunately, none of us have. So
yeah, that's fair.
We've all been stuck at home. But yeah, no. It's really impressive to see the way this is going down. One thing to state to what you said before too, I think when you play against ICs, it's the same way as if you're like a heavy against a combo-based character, right? You always got to think of it as like the rule of 70. You're gonna end up at 70 at some point. Oh, the miss! The miss again. Yeah, Stocktaker has an idea of how to get out, or that's just barely missing the frame window to be able to get that.
Yeah, I know that time that was a miss for sure.
Hi to Boots. Just read your Smash Wiki page only to find out.
God, this is so stressful.
Oh
my God!
Oh.
And yo, thanks for the donation. Okay, Vincent, let's go. That's actually
let's go, Dono.
Awesome, bro. It's from the same city or town. But yeah,
that one hurts. That one hurts. Honestly, I can't, like, I just can't stand SDs because like it unnecessarily gets into the player's head when they were performing so well, right? It's like hopefully Stocktaker just like puts in the back pocket. You got a best of 5. You were playing that matchup very well. If you're Okami, you take that all day. you run that to the bank. But it just sucks because it's like you were playing so well. You want that W to go down to a well-earned victory, rather than just let that kind of get in your head now that you're in losers.
Yeah, that like even just a low percent kill, it's kind of the same thing where it's like you're playing it well and then it happens and you're like, man, I kind of threw that. But also when you're playing a very stressful matchup, like you don't want to make this a game 5 set. You're playing versus Ice Climbers. You want this to be a 3-0 clean. Every single game more than the 3-0 is more time for you to be worn down. And Ice Climber players, they play one of the slowest characters in the game and they're used to it. They don't really get worn down like most people will in these long, scary sets. So that's like a huge mental factor with Ice Climbers. I would like to see a bit more aggression from Stocktaker with Nair. I feel like it just kind of messes up Nana's AI really badly.
Yeah,
but I think again, Nair is risky. Like the Ice Climber players is ready for it.
I was gonna say at what I was commenting on before was that at the very beginning, right? Stocktaker did that, I think, kind of to establish the pressure. Like, I know the gap and I know how to get you. So he was willing to go in more. But after that, way more auto reticles, way more explosive flames, because you're not trying to commit on that. It's like, I got the lead, now you come to me, because I know if I go to you and I catch something on shield, I might die.
Yep, and Ice Climbers is one of the slowest characters in the game, so like the character has to work really hard to get in. Now, luckily, because the character has like these hammer hitboxes, which are kind of disjointed, decent range, it's like when the character is close, you can't just jump around them. But yeah, the character does have to play a game of tag a lot, and it's very frustrating, especially when they are at a deficit.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to play. Like, stop it. It's so frustrating because, like, really, you do so much to trying to earn your victory in neutral, and you get punished way harder on shield by comparison to so many others. I do like this swap over to Town and City, because not only you get a bit of pressure in center stage, you know, being able to consistently go for that, but when you want that late game keep away with the zoning like we saw before, you got that flat setup, and it's gonna force more linear approach out of Ookami.
The only thing I'm worried about is the platforms are so high. Yep.
You gotta be worried about grabbed at the ledge.
I think he did like a down B to catch the jump. But yeah, one thing I'm worried about is since the platforms are so high up, you can't really use those platforms to like play neutral with, like using projectiles. So you kind of have to fight ICs on their level at all times. Which isn't what you want to do. You want to be able to like kind of pressure them safely with auto reticles from a platform, or just like fall through platform with an aerial. So that does stink a little bit, but yeah, the long...
Hey, you know what? That was smart, because that was actually really smart, because I wasn't even thinking about it for a second, but you know, Stocktaker was putting out those down tilts not only to catch a 2-frame, but it ended up messing up Nana's AI, so it ruined the up E.
Yep, that's sometimes you just mess with Nana's AI and it's like, let's go. I always say at least once every game when you're playing a character like this, the AI is gonna mess up. Whether it's Ice Climbers or as Olimar, you always have to expect at least once something's not gonna work out, and you have to be like, well, yeah, I might lose the game for that.
It's like the same thing as whenever you watch a Bayo player. Like, expect at least one SD. They're gonna screw it up at some point.
Yep. Or like 3-drop combos.
Yep, it's mandatory. It comes with the business of playing the character, but it's all about how you handle it afterwards. That's
gonna be a stock probably. Like,
that was Nana. We got Sopo.
Okay, but honestly, when you have the ledge versus even just Sopo, it's not super free to get the ledge. Character being so small is really annoying. You can't just hit him with like rising fairs to give you distance.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I think a lot of people get a little bit too comfortable with going in on Sopo. It's like, oh, I finally have a chance to push, and then you see this, like, you see the retreating disjointed hits, just trying to like put that pressure on. But Stock is still doing a good job. Yeah, you can't. There's nothing you can do there.
I mean, you just have to not do neutral. Be like, you don't want to stall like that. Oh. Up tilt and up smash at the same time. Great character. This character.
Oh my god. Fair and balanced, man. I always love the fact that you can account for anybody just gets so aggro off Angel platform, but they get so creative with it. And Ookami, like, just keeping it so even. I definitely understand why Okami's like been able to just kind of control this run. Like taking it 3-0 for Loaf with that really solid Wario before. Oh my god!
Oh, okay, that's still deserve 80. Honestly.
You know what? I mean, you'll still take 80%. I don't even, like, I'm saying, oh, no, like, there's no death, but
yeah,
like
like, if it's like a 40% combo, like 30, it's like whatever. But if it's like 60 plus, it's like, alright, you didn't get the kill. You got 60 plus. We take those.
Yeah, take that damage all the time. Caught the right target, though. No. Oh, good DI, though. Gonna go towards the left.
Okay, I just think that'll be definitely sure. Okami keeps jumping, like, really high above Palu, and that's just not what I'm doing in the matchup. I think Palu is so good at punching people double jumping above her with up air. It's don't give her that. You'd rather try air dodge through back air than anything else, I think.
Yeah, do the best you can to prevent that. See that situation right there, that push out from trying to pressure with those back airs, you can't do that for free. In your Palu, normally you get to get away with that all the time.
That's it. Yep.
Goodbye.
Yeah, called Stocktaker. Honestly, Stocktaker kind of got like lazy with that projectile. Just like he started doing too many side Bs and playing it a little bit too safe. And I had a feeling, since he kept doing so many like jumping, falling, retreating aerials into shield, that Ookami was gonna
Oh, yeah!
Kool-Aid Man! Yeah! When soda's gone, Kool-Aid is on. Get more smiles per gallon.
Liquid Plumber versus
Home Spa Clog. Oh my gosh. Time to get clogging. Is it sink? Clogged.
Look at that.
Man.
She's about to
Oh
go.
Oh.
Dang.
Drink break beginning. Drink break ending.
And like, you know what? What if I just hit you when you're trying to drop shield and do something? And there you go. Simple as that.
Yeah, nice lingering hitbox too. You get to run up, go for that. I'm pretty sure you can cancel out and put shield back up there, right?
Yeah. It's so good. Like, it's up tilt pressure is actually absurd with the character. And like if they block it, you can always just grab them as well.
Yeah, like a non-committal kill option is absurd.
Especially a grounded one, because
yeah,
grounded kill options tend to be committal. And like this character's slow, so they need it. Oh, this is what I want to see. All right, reverse the wheel coming right now. I'm calling it. This is Stocktaker's soul main, as I've told him many times. And if it doesn't reverse the wheel, I'm gonna be upset.
We made history today because I think quite literally we're the only two people in existence who have ever potentially popped off at seeing both villager and ice climbers on the same screen.
Honestly, I've never seen this matchup in this game.
Me either. That's why I'm excited for it. Like just like from a knowledge perspective, I want to see this because we have 83 characters now with Sephiroth being confirmed, and there are infinite amounts of matchups. It's so hard to know them all. So like, just being able to see this, and we haven't seen Stock's villager in God knows how long. I'm very interested to see how Stock goes about this.
I will say I am worried about this matchup because this doesn't seem like a particularly good villager matchup, largely because like you have to play zoning with villager anyway. And Palu kind of does that better, and then Villager, like, up close, won't have the same kind of safe moves, especially versus Blizzard, parries out of shield, and, like, you can't mess up. So, I feel like this is going to be a really hard matchup for Stock compared to the Palu matchup, even if he's potentially better with the character.
Yeah, I think my biggest worry that I see out of this is you'll be able to play that long game and get rid of maybe Nana, right? But how are you gonna consistently kill? Like, what are you doing? You have to go for offstage game and look for jumps. That's pretty much like your main kill option here.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fine though. Like, Villager's really good at going for edge guards.
Oh, never mind. There it is.
Okay, hit the tippy toes right there. But yeah, like
there it is.
has no issue killing people off stage or at the ledge, or even juggling honestly with slower characters. So that's not the problem. I mean, right now there's no problem. Period. Right now it's just looking like a solution. Damn.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, well, he's dead.
Solution has become the issue. Oh my god, what are you doing to him? Goodbye!
I've seen this so much that I was just like bored. Like, yeah, footstool.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna pop off hard. I love seeing all that stuff, especially because like you give them a window of opportunity if you screw it up on that footstool to get out of that. So the fact that Ookami is confident enough to go for that and get that KO. Yeah, that was amazing. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Like, you know, Ookami plays this character like so well and like practice everything. So you gotta be confident, especially in tournaments. In Ultimate, you have to play confident, even if you're not. If you don't play confident, you will lose in this game. That's just how it works.
A real big example of that nowadays is Chunky Kong. Like, you're running around with DK against all these miserable matchups and just performing well just by pure confidence and like damage control. Same thing you're seeing on Ookami here. It's like, okay, I know when things are gonna get rough with my recoveries, when I get forced into Sopo, and you just play like you do not care, and it just changes the entire playstyle of your opponent.
Exactly. Or people expecting one thing and don't expect something else, and people love to, you know, like pretend matchups are a huge deal in this game, which they are, but they're not as big of a deal as people make them out to be, unless you're playing like Little Mac. So
yeah,
you can make this stuff work with the right mentality and playstyle generally, especially when you're not playing like the top tiers.
Rest in peace to Mac Nation. That was such a ridiculously committed community before, and they that character's gone.
Yeah, that character booty. That character's a mini game, and the devs know it.
Yeah, I am one to say, like, I'll find something that's good about any character, but don't talk to me about Mac. There we go.
You don't have to make excuses for characters. Sometimes the character just ain't where it's at, you know?
That character need all the help. But then again, I don't know if I want it, because
No,
I don't
we
have to
don't
fight
want that,
online.
man. Trust me, we don't want it.
I don't know if I actually, a part of me does as a masochist, but another part says no. But right now, we're looking at potentially Stocktaker69 being knocked out from this really strong gameplay from Ice Climbers.
Yeah, just one good combo starter. You know, side B is such an absurd move for Ice Climbers, especially in a time matchup where the opponent... Actually, no, Village can wall out ICs decently well. But yeah, side B is still a ridiculously good move. It sets up damage. You know, Stock is actually at kill percent right now. He could easily die. He needs edgeguard now. He needed to make a decision. He, like, tried to do both at once, edgeguard and keep Popo away.
Yeah, and honestly, that was just, like, good passive pressure from Ookami, too, because if Ookami actually ran up there, that would have been dead.
Should have up tilted. I think when you separate them like that, you should try to wait for these CP Ice Climber to come to you or just kill them that way. Don't, like, chase it because you might mess it up. But they're always going to go towards you just kill them.
Yeah, just kind of like let that window of opportunity come to you, because when you commit, you might accidentally like pull the trigger too early, go in too quick.
That's it.
I think the up tilt. I'm 100% like believing up tilt is the KO option here. Like I think Stock is looking to try and set it up, get that up tilt on a roll read or something, and potentially knock both away and catch a DI mix up.
Maybe, but I think Stock's never mind, it doesn't matter. I was about to say I think Stock's playstyle isn't like that. He plays it really safe. Like, Stock is like one of those players where you know he's going to do a safe option every time. It's just a matter of finding the punish before you get chipped out, like, by shielding too much or just making a mistake versus it. But,
True.
Ookami was the Rio.